Can you hear me now? There we go. My bad. I screwed that one up. Anyways, let's do that intro one more time. What did I say? I said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from both sides of the ocean or some crap like that. I don't know. Welcome aboard. I'm your host, Frank, from Give Academy. Give Dot Academy. Anyways, there's some news with that coming up. Working on a forum where we'll be able to interact, talk, get more people to teach us some stuff and see what more we can learn. But nevertheless, good morning, good afternoon, and good night for those of you that are tuning in the middle of the night or the morning. Who really knows? But anyhow, those of you that are stopping in for the first time, stick around. You might find something you like, you might not. But if you're interested in programming, reverse engineering, cracking, hacking, exploitation, game hacking, network hacking, in general, things that you can do with the confuser, i.e. computer, we'll get around to it. We'll either learn it or we'll figure out how to learn it, or we'll teach it, or we'll all learn together. Anyhow, today we are going to make, and CA says hello. So hello. Anyways, today we're going to make a probably very poorly written in C++. Because one, what the fuck's the difference between C and C++? I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. As I understand it, object orientation, classes, stuff like that, who really knows? But anyhow, we're going to be writing one of those today. And this thing's telling me that my current bit rate is 0. For the audio streams, current bit rate is 0. Is lower than recommended bit rate. We recommend you use an audio stream bit rate of 128. Well, let's see what that is. Because if that's screwed up, videos are, it's more about your audio. Really, it really is. And it says 192. That's why. Fuck. Can you guys hear me okay? Can the one person watching hear me okay? I'm gonna hit cancel. I'm gonna mute this. And then I'm going to hit play over here. An error occurred. Try again later. Copy video URL. Open it in here, I suppose. Oh, good, ads. Real quick, we're going to make sure that our stream is up and I can hear us. Real quick, we're going to make sure that our up and us. We're going to make sure. Okay, I mean, it's on. Doesn't sound terrible. Okay, I mean, it's on. It's on. So we'll work with that. Audio's there. Get demonetized for having my own live stream inside the live stream. Oh man, that'd be crazy. Anyhow, so here we are. So far, you open up Microsoft Visual Studio, and what I was just saying was the difference between C and C++, object orientation, classes, inheritance, I'm guessing. I don't know. It's all the same to me. You could implement a class with a struct and C, class. What the fuck? Either somebody's out there, or somebody just fell off their bed. I'm not sure which. Anyhow, when you first start it up and you want a new one, you get this. You get a hello world, which is going to just start. And since we're in debug mode, it will put a system pause. But when you are not in debug mode, it will not. And it would just go flash hello world and then close. So let's see if we get that. Hello world. And then, yeah. Close console and debugging stops instead of the pause that you do get. Which I kind of like having the pause there. So, we obviously want to do a little bit more than hello world. We probably want to go with something like enter the key. Enter a key to gain access. And then let's see if we're going to use standard. I don't want to use standard. I want to just erase IOStream. I want to put standard lib. I want to do, printf. But we'll use cout and cin. So we're going to need a. Oh God, do we have strings? Like, are we going to have to do strings, or can I still do char pointer? I'm doing char pointers. Fuck that shit. Char. If it will even let me, we'll find out. Char input key, and we'll give them 32. And what is that? There we go. Okay, so then let's see here. Standard, what is C in? You just go like this. Does this work? We'll find out. I doubt it. Probably yell at me. Holy crap. Alright, so then after that, let's do a standard cout of input key and just see what happens. I would expect it to put out, what we put in. Now, what if I go past this? Does it have any type of built-in protection in cin? Because I didn't give it any, constraints. Is this more than 32? I think it is. Crashola. Exception thrown. Stack relevant variable input was corrupted. What do you know? Alright, so standard rules apply. And we're going to leave it just like that. Because I love leaving small little bugs like that in code for you to use. That'll make more sense later. So let's hit continue. Just hit stop. No, I don't need this. Go away. I meant to hit stop. Okay, there we go. So we have a key in, and that key could go out. Now what happens? It's obviously a character pointer. Now let's do something like this. Wait a minute. cin has this weird thing where we can put it char, or not char, but int some number. And then we could do some number. There's this weird thing where now we can put in a key with some number. And of course I got rid of my cout, but standard out. Let's just do input key new line, new line, CTR, CRLF, CR. No, what is it? NRLF? New line, carriage return. What is it? Let's look it up. And then we're gonna do some class stuff too. Cout new line. And L. I remember seeing things like this way back in the day. Oh, watch, it's part of like standard, so we have to do like standard new line or some shit. Yeah, oh, it is NDL. I bet you anything it's standard. NDL, yep, that's why. And then we'll do some number. And we should see that it actually does parse that number. Yeah. And can we do dot type? Probably not, but can we do type or get type? Let's not even worry about it right now. Wait, can we do this? Can we access? Okay. It's just an int. So let's try our hand at a class, and we'll call it a key. And the key class will be what? If our class is undefined, right? So classes, oh, it's lowercase. Class key, right? And then we have access, data, and functions. Class key, public. Actually, yeah, we'll just keep it simple for now. We'll do public, and we'll get into the different types as we move about. There is literally nobody even watching. That's okay. Let me tell the Discord people that we are up and running. Okay, so we has public, and then the members that we want, let's go with something silly, like it will have an alphabet, and that's going to be char pointer alpha, or no, can we even do this? Yeah, we can. Char pointer alpha, and let's just make this some very strange ordering of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 A F S D G D I V. We got E in there twice. F S E G D I V M. We got A in there. Yeah, that'll work. That's a long enough alphabet. Const char 23 value of constant. Oh. Fine. I gotcha. Key alpha incomplete type is all that. Oh, I see. Right. 23. There we go. Could add virtual methods and maybe explain them. Try to reverse engineer. Also use const char. Oh, is that how it's done here? Thanks. Const char alpha. It has been so long since I've done any of this. Usually I just, throw some shit in a C file and call it good. But could add virtual methods and maybe explain them. Virtual methods. Do you mean like... Oh, I see what you're saying. Right, we will... Good lord, it's been so long. We will definitely... CPP, virtual methods. Like, I can read C++ and I can modify and make my way around, but writing it is like trying to remember all sorts of shit. Yes. Oh, buddy. Yeah, so virtual function, find it at runtime. Non-virtual function, find it at compile time. That's kind of cool. Print driver class, show base class. And that's because we have a virtual one here. Base pointer, drive D. Oh, derived. Gotcha. Base pointer D. So virtual, as I would understand this, would just take precedence over the, like it would be a overload or such. But yeah, we should be able to do that, even in this one. Okay, so we have some sort of alphabet that the keys will have, and it's initialized, and then from there we will have some sort of can we just pass pointers to... Do we want to work with pointers or actual data? Guess we'll find out. Char pointer, we'll call this one input and const. No, we don't. Let's do int. How do we? I'm thinking of like how I want to have this work out mathematically. I'm thinking we might want to do like some sort of encoding or encryption, maybe a like Hill cipher or something, but then with custom encoding, and we'll keep it somewhat simple. So we're gonna call this int a checksum, and it will also have a input, as I understand it, is user input. It cannot be oh, right. Good call. This would be input key. I mean, it could be. It would just yell at us. Int checksum. And then let's see here. Hide standard string. All right, let's do that. standard string. We can do that. Just know that later I'm going to want to iterate through that, and yep, that'll force us to do things differently. So let's make this a unsigned int, and then we need, we can take the key, we can iterate through there, and then we're also going to need a let's do a standard string. I probably could have typed it faster than I am trying to copy and paste it. Output key. And then we're going to work with that. We might have to come back and add some stuff, but why are these all... There we go. Slash, these are what are these called? What's the technical term for this? Data members. And then we need some functions. These are member functions. And here we want to do void, and this will be encode output key. Alright, let's just call it encode. Yeah, we're gonna call it very basic things, and then we can go this dot input key. Can we do this? No, that'd be later. So this would just be input key. Input key, because we're not in a... What the fuck? I don't have any extensions. Is it? Like, do we need to do this while we're in here? Can we... I mean, I guess it's good practice, but... So if I just throw input key in there, is it gonna treat it? Yeah, it would. It would treat it as a different variable, wouldn't it? This dot input key, and then what do we have here? Because, like, since it's a standard string, we can't just be like, give me the 9th character, can we? Like, does that work? Let's try this. Let's do standard C out. You son of a bitch. This. You can, but it's not safe. Oh, an at method. Input key dot. Like that. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I see where we're going. Input key at 9. So, and then we don't technically need a return. That. Okay, so int main expected a what? Doesn't like my class being here. This is a button I should never click. What? No. Oh, return 0. Let's see. What's the proper layout? Because obviously this is not correct. Like this whole class being here. Or I've got a typo somewhere. Oh. Jesus Christ. I don't know what I'd do without you, man. Go searching around the web for 20 minutes, just be like, actually, what I was about to do is go like this and go, oh. Alright, we got it. So now let's get rid of this for now. And let's go. You know, I wonder if this being called key is going to cause any issues. I doubt it. Do we have to use new, or can we just do key mine? Oh, that's cool. And can I just do this? So get rid of that. Put this up here where it ought to go. And then down here go mine. Now, is it dot or arrow? Clearly a dot. Yes. Because it's not. All right. And then let's go calling its functions after this. Now this should be this. No, it's still a dot. What? Wait. I'm trying to remember what those differences are. The accessor. And all that I can think of right now is fucking Java, which is terrible. Versus, and it's the, let's see here. Same, oh, that's okay. So if it's a pointer to an object, got it. Right. So that should give us character 9 that may or may not exist of our input key. Let's see what happens. Rusty a bit, dude. I'm like, WD-40 isn't even going to help us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some more stuff. And that doesn't seem to have done anything, but did we break somewhere? Like, oh, the number. I forgot. And it did give us a 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. So that did work properly. We don't need this sum number. That was literally just for testing. So, encode output key. Great. Oh. Do for loops still work the same, or is there some fancy for int I equals 0 while I is less than strlen? Wait a minute. Do you still use strlen, or do you do input key dot length or some crap? Like, how interprety are we gonna get with C? This is not the C that I know. We don't want standard C out. We want this to input key. This. We need a temp. Oh, buddy. Is there an easy way to convert between a char of, say, 23 okay dot I know you can go between string and C string, but yeah, screw it. We'll figure it out. What the f? Don't think this is ideal, but we will figure it out. Now let's go alpha. Now, do we need another loop, or is there like an index that we can use? Wait. You know what? Let's read up on the string class. That's gonna help us here. All right. Size, length, max size, string, element access, at operator, get character of string. Oh, so that operator does work, but it's not safe, I guess. I wonder if these are even different. Back and front instead of last and first? What? Okay, plus equal append, I like that. Push back append character to string. Okay, what? Assign content to string. Okay, that's good. Insert into replace portion, swap. String operations. See, there's the C-ster. There's your C-ster. Okay, get string data. The fuck does that even mean? Data. Find content in string. Now, what does it return when we find it? Find first of. Doesn't matter. Generate substring. Compare strings. Memory maximum value for size T. Okay. Extract string. Stream. Okay, that's fine. All right. So at position returns reference character string value of string. Turns const char address and value of the position of the character within the string. Note the first character in the string denoted by value. Duh. The character at the specified position string. Const qualified. The function returns const. Otherwise, it returns. Okay. So they're a little different, but because this checks to see if it's a valid position or not, where the other one will just return null, it seems. Alright, so what is data? It returns a pointer to an array that contains the same sequence of characters as the characters that make up the value of the string object. So the same as converting it to a C string. Accessing the value data plus size produces undefined behavior. There are no guarantees that null character terminates. Okay. Okay, what we're really interested in here is find. Searches for the string for the first occurrence of sequence specified by its argument. When position is specified, the search only includes characters at or after position, ignoring any before. Notice it online. Okay, what is the return? There we go, return. The position of the first character of the first match. If no matches were found, the function returns string. Okay, cool. We can work with that. So find. So we want to go. Oh, this is not even a string. It's a const char. Standard string. There we go. And let's go. Okay, dot append. And that's going to be this alpha dot find this input key at I. And it doesn't like this. Equals that. Okay, what is this? No instance of overload. Function basic string matches the argument list. Length is a method. Yeah, right here, right? Argument types are size T. Okay. I believe we can do plus equal, and then this alpha find wait, what am I even trying to do? I need, because that's going to give us a position, duh. So, wait. This alpha find key at, will that actually give us, oh, length is a method, gotcha, yeah. I see what you're saying. At least they kept that consistent. Okay, so will this actually, I'm wondering, convert that position value to a string representation? Like, will it just say we put in the first character is a 3 and it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Will it actually append a 4 as a string? Because, like, even in interpreted languages, you'd have to do something stupid like .2s. Let's see what that does. So, now at the end, we want to do this output key equals okay. Does that work? All right. Let's see what that does. Encode key. Now, do we have anything that will actually output? No, but we should be able to go see standard. At least they took out the default using standard. Like, I always bitched and complained about that because like, you don't need the whole damn standard library, all right? Like, if you want to use some of the standard library, fine. And this would be mine dot output key. See what happens. Clearly did not convert it. All right. So, good, because that would have been kind of scary. So we need to convert these. Now, to do that, we need to go, I don't want to do that. Go int POS. We'll do POS equals, and then we need to go if POS is less than wait. Yeah, we have a hard break. We're gonna call it easy here. So this is gonna be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If POS is less than or equal to 9, we want to then do POS plus equal 30. I lied. OX 30. Does that work? And then we want to go string, oh no, okay, plus equal. Now, how can we just append a character? So I know how I would do this in C, and there's probably a billion better ways to do this. But yeah. Else we want to, what the fucking weird ass spaces? No. There you go. That was weird. I know you guys probably used to it, but not me. Let's see here. What's the offset difference between the, you know, that's going to give us, actually, no, that's fine. ASCII-table.com. So if we have a M, it is 4D. Now, basically, I want to treat these like let's just add 40. Yeah, so actually, since we know that it's going to be A or more, we can add, so let's figure this out. Calc, let's go X, 41 minus A, 37. Let's do that and see what we get. Give. Alright, we got some characters. Now, they're not exactly printable, and that's because let's see here, because G would have been 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus E, 45. Would have expected a capital E, but instead I got a less than. Oh, I didn't copy paste fail. Minus what was this? Yeah, 37. All right, let's run that again. There we go. EGHD. Okay, so that is working. And ouch. So if we go give 5, 9. All right, so we got 01963. So like I said, I want it to be very basic, and we're definitely going to be basic, that's for sure. So H is not in here. And what was returned? A, B, there's no B, C, D, E, F, G, there's no H. We got a /. It's 2F, which which is 30. No, because we're in hex. So, oh, I see. We added 30 to plus -1. Yeah, that's what happened. So it returns -1 if it does not find it. So we need to do this if POS is -1. Let's set POS equal to OX12. Yeah, that'll work. I'm thinking like, yeah, this is terrible code, but I'm thinking about the disassembly of it and how it might just be super confusing to have to dig through this later. Alright, so encode output key, we get some weird ass output key. And now basically we want to figure out. Actually, I almost want to do a numerical one. Actually, let's see how we can now encode that input to point back to spell something that is the key. Yes, let's do that. So encode output key, we've got an output key. Great. Now let's do, let's rename this to gen output key. And then we will do the encode output key down here. So void just wondering if we need something different here. No, we will overwrite it. Yes, just because that'll be even more fun. Code output key. And we want to supply do we want to take a variable here? I think we do, and I think that that variable is going to be like the sum of, yes, it's going to be an int. Oh, this is going to be stupid. And it's going to be, we'll just put checksum for now. And in here, we're going to put checksum. That is going to be for all of these. Yes, we're going to do the sum of the POSs before they get added, but after this one. Checksum plus equal POS. And then we wouldn't even need this here because we already have it there. But yeah, no, we don't need this. Ooh, I'm thinking about something about like later down the road where we would supply some like decryption. Yeah, don't want to overcomplicate it too much, but I think we can do this. Basically what I'm thinking is I want to now take that output key and do some type of math on it to stretch it out. So let's limit this input. How do we go about doing that? see here, because CN, I don't think it's safe. Obviously, we tested that. I don't want the whole damn line, just want standard SYN. Ooh, what is WSYN? And why doesn't it just automatically take me to MSDN? Like, come on.
Here we go!
I read OG is now following. Hey, welcome for following. Scared the crap out of me. Alright, so CN. If CN not numeric. Okay, if CN fail, clear. Is there a okay? WCN global. I don't need wide. Oh, this looks like fun. We'll keep that open, but test CN length. What's the like go-to for this? Validate the length of CN ignore get line. I mean, I know we can do scanf, but is there a way to do it with CN? Printf. Oh, just by using a standard string, we can kind of prevent that. So we're not even using this anyways. And I had already switched it out up here with standard string. Yes. So we are good because it's going to keep itself safe. So basically we want to go if mine input key is dot length is greater than perfect. We're going to do 6-digit keys. Standard C out. Key too long. Dash in. Return. Oh, dang. I missed my dang old kids. And yes, this is horrible. You shouldn't do this, but I'm doing this. Oh, we could make it even harder. Just put a random, like, hard exit 0. I mean, that's even worse. But then the program never returns. If it hits that. We'll just do return. Return 0. Alright. So, those of you that came in for like a good, like, I know what I'm doing, like, type of stream, not today. Not today. That clock says 12:41, and it's been giving me a false sense of, it says 10:41, but no, it's 12:47. False sense of security, because, yeah, here I thought it was only like 10 something. Really, we should do something like this. else. Is that weird ass? Oh, there. Thank you. All right, so mine gen output. I can't see the chat. There's chat. Okay. And then see out mine output key. That was just some debug. And then let's go back into here. So we want to make sure that's nowhere in 6. Let's test that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So that worked. Now let's make it a little faster. Or bigger. Key too long. Alright, cool. What happens if we put something really long in there now? Like, it's a standard string, but... So, I'm guessing runtime now, it's going to allocate the space to shove this in no matter how long it is, right? Like, that's the only way that doing it so simply would be safe, so, yeah. That's interesting. So is it like just reads from that to a like reads from standard input and then allocates a buffer for it, and then boom, taking a page out of the old Linux book. Anywho, so now encode output key. What we want to do is we want to take that output key. It's only 6 long, and we want to make sure that, well, here, I'll give it away here. So we want to go if mine dot output key. Can we do direct compare with strings? Give KeygenMe. KeygenMe? Is that spelled right? I think it is. Fairly certain it is. Give Academy. Okay. GIVE 4 3 D Y. So give Academy. Cool. Then standard C out access granted dash n, or you know, let's stick with this whole standard kick and L. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Oh, we gotta do it up here too. This is what this is one of the things that like really turned me off of it way back in the beginning. It's like, why do I need this for a new line? Why can't I just, you know, just like you can still do that and it'll work just fine. But like, why did you? I get it. And I guess there's probably good reasons for it too. I just else never get over that. Standard C out. Maybe you need to try a bit harder, because we all know what people are gonna do. They're gonna, you know, think their input, blah, 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 blah. Oh, they're gonna read the strings. They're gonna see that and be like, oh, it's the password. We're gonna type it in and it's gonna work. But no, it won't, because that's not the key. That's just what your output key, after all of its calculations, is compared with. So we need to now implement some way of pointing back into these. And I think I'm just going to shotgun it, as long as it turns out to be, you know, we take 6 and we end up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in some type of mathematical way. I don't even have to solve this in here. I don't have to prove it works at all. And then in the next stream, we'll debug it and we'll make a keygen together. So how are we going to implement this? Let's go with, we could just go 1.5 times through, but no. See, our output key now is full of random crap. And our checksum is going to be the sum of those. Okay, so let's see here. We need to go, what's our length here? 0, 1, 2, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 or 22? Wait, does this work? Can I just copy that and be like, damn it. Doesn't tell me how many I have selected. Oh, what do you know? It's 23. So 22? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Clearly 21. Oh my god. Can't believe I'm going to do this right now, but I'm going to do this right now. Okay, it's 21. Because 0 is there, 21 is there, and 22 does not exist. So it's including a null byte. Alright, so mod 22, right? Because if it is 22, that would be 0. No, it'd just be mod 21. Well, then 0. So we'll do +1 mod 22. So that way we know we only ever get inputs of 1 up. So yeah, we will do, because then if we get a 21 in there, it's a 22. Yeah. So we are going to do int Zor amount equals this checksum mod 22 +1. And then we don't want to cast, or do we? Let's see here. How do the experts do it? C++, char to int. Convert char to int. I mean, yeah, you know I can cast, but char C. Char, no. The fuck? Well, let's do a test here real quick. because I know what. Let's just do standard C out, and that's going to be a int a. What? Why the fuck not? Oh, count. Ha! I can't type is why it's not working. So let's see what happens when we do that. Yeah, it does work. 65 is 4 1. So we can literally just cast it. Cool. I see no problem with that, do you? All right, so XOR mount, and then let's go with for int I equals 0. I is less than this output key dot length. Let's do yeah, that's fine. I plus plus. Because since we did less than, the length of it's going to be 6. Wait, does it return proper length or not? Let's see here. Standard string test equals this. Standard before that. Standard C out test dot length. Now, does it return 4 or 5? Does it include the null byte or not? Build errors. No. What? Oh. Because my half-finished code. What? You don't like my half-finished code? Jeez. All right, so it does 4. And so we have less than, so we'd be 5. Because we're going to go through it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we'll go through it 6 times. Right, because while we're less than the length. Okay, we're fine. Now we know that we have a length of 6, and can we go? What happens if we do negative values in at? Let's just find out real quick. See how this at -1. Does it give us the S? No, it definitely does not. That would be too easy. So that would technically be the length -1, which is just terrible to say this -1. Just fucking stop. Yeah, there's the S. So why that? Yeah, that's fine. test.length plus. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to make things stupid. And we're going to start I at a negative 4. Because now we'll have negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need negative 5. Because our length is going to be 6. So this will only iterate through 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So now we have negative 5, so we're going to run through negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 times. And we're going to keep going until we're less than the length. That's fine. And what we're going to do is go something like this output key at this output key length plus I plus a negative number works just fine here. And the problem lies when we go positive. So instead of doing that, we need to go let's do a little testing here. Let's just do it very simple. Negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dot collect. And we'll do six minus or plus y. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we want to do mod 6. No. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even know if this is the modulo operator for C++, but hey, it should be. So yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to have 1 through 5, the 0, the first one, and then 1 through 5. So output key at, oh, this is going to just be treacherous. Output key length plus I mod output key length. All right. Now, is that all? Okay, so we got this one here. We got this one. Oh, we don't need this one. Here. Oh, we don't want the output key at. We want the alpha at. Alpha at. Oh, no. That's right. So we want the. Oh, good heavens. No, that's going to be terrible. Yeah, we need a temporary variable. I'm not going to be that mean. Standard string temp. All right, so And I know this is ugly. I'm kind of purposely writing it super ugly and super bad just so that it doesn't give away everything. Like, if you can read this, then the KeygenMe is going to be easy anyways. So, yeah. And also because I'm really bad at writing code. It's been a long time. Temp plus equal this alpha dot at, and that's going to be that, all that, XOR amount mod 22. Alright, let's just move this a little bit. This output key at, that's a lot. So this one here, there we go. Alright, so this one should be all of that. Output key at all of that. Plus I mod. Okay, so the at should just be at the end of the mod by the length, yes. And then this one we technically didn't need, but it makes me feel better about life. XOR amount, yeah. And then the at is at the mod. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so that's ugly as all get out. And let's see what happens. Right after we do this, output key equals temp. So now, if mine.output key equals this, access granted, maybe you need to try harder. Alright, let's local Windows debugger this. Enter a key to gain access. 578 ADG 067AFE. Maybe you need to try a bit harder. And let's get rid of that little debug output there. See in, see out, see out, mine. Oh, we actually need to do the encoding? Right. So let's do that. Mine dot and min mine dot encode output key. All right. What letters are in the alphabet here? DIV 523. That's what we're gonna try. DIV 5623. Maybe you need to try a bit harder. All right. And just to be nice, I'm gonna put standard out. We're gonna put mine to output key. Does not equal is incorrect. Oh man. Incorrect. Fine. Fine, we'll do endl standard endl just for what the maybe you need to try a bit harder. And then let's do a system pause. No, let's not do that. Let's do yeah. We're gonna end it with a system pause. Everybody has to have a system call in their C++ programs. That's just how it works. God. GDE 851. Curious. Alright, so we know that encode output key happened. So let's go here and see what's happening. Actually, let's go to the top of that. 564 GDE. Alright, XOR amount so far is nothing because it's not set. So now we have checksum is fucking huge. Wait, what? That was definitely someone falling off a bed. Alright, enjoy this brief intermission. Paint. F12. No, F12. F11. What the fuck? I don't even know what just happened. File new. Don't save. Let's go with this one and B R B. And I wish there was a way to just be like play ad just so that like it wasn't sitting here on BRB the whole time. But let's play a song. Actually, let's do this. Forum.give.academy. Coming soon. We've got README info. Hello, Radical Raccoon. Attaboy. Alright. So here is the rules. And soon we'll have CrackMe's. Well, they're in there. KeygenMe is going to be in there. It's real easy. You show up. You want to add a thread. You do that. And you type your name. You type a password. And you just keep it to yourself. As soon as you make a post, that is your name with that password. Works. You come back. You put in your name and the same password, and it will be you. If somebody else tries to use your name, it won't let them. It's just quick, simple, no bullshit, no sign up. But you can do sign in. Radical and I were talking about, he's definitely going to want to change this, which I kind of agree with, but I kind of like the simplicity, the old school of it, where like it's a basic authentication. And now I'm, like logged in. And, now I don't have to type my password. You don't have to log in, though, but now I don't have to type my password every time. I don't know what to post right now, but I'm here too. And then, of course, I love this. Remember to subscribe to the RSS feed. Everything in here is an RSS feed. Everything. So you can grab it as an RSS and view it in your favorite RSS viewer, which I don't have right now. But anyways, I will be right back because somebody fell. Put that right here. Hey, Cat5, I will be right back. Do me a favor, jump over to the forum and make a post with the name Cat5. totally just stabbed myself with a fork. Yeah. That hurt. Anyhow, I am back. I didn't hear what you said there. Just woke up. Seen, notif, hopped on. Man, you didn't sleep too long. Anyhow, we're writing some really bad C++ code because I'm hella rusty. But we're learning a little bit here and there. And I said, jump on forum.give.academy and post something. Post a hello. I'll give you some details in Discord. Okay. I am back. And while I was walking to pick up the child off the floor that fell, I realized exactly what was wrong. And it's none of this. The problem is we don't want to overwrite this because this length gets defined and then we are trying to make that length bigger, which we can't do. So, yeah. Char POS. Yeah. So once this is all like set, it's been equal to, we take our string okay, we did this crap, and then we put it in the output key. That string now has that length. So we need a standard string encoded key. We'll call it that. Oops. And down here we can do encoded key equals temp. And then we'll do encoded key is incorrect. That should work. We'll see. 654 GIV. Oh, I'm not typing. Did I hit a breakpoint? What the fuck's going on? 654 GIV. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's not why I was broken. But let's throw our breakpoints back in because I'm sure that this line of fucking ugly ass shit is the problem. I don't think I need all of these if I have one at the beginning. Jesus. Alright, so 654 GIV. Alright, so checksum is still, that's a very strangely huge fucking value for, if you think about it, like checksum plus equal POS. This POS value should be very small. Let's put it one there when we come back because at most that would be 21. Even if we were 21 times 6, it's not that big. So how this value ended up being that fucking big oh, I see the problem here. Well, I think I see a problem here. This checksum. Alright, let's give that a go now. 4 GIV. Okay, so this checksum. Okay. Oh, we never initialize it. Can we initialize in here? Can we do initializers? I don't see why not. I know that that's going to drive some people crazy, so yes, we'll do this, and yes, I'll do that, and yes, I'll move this. I know that there is a way to like control like something and move a line, but yeah. What was the link again? It was forum.give.academy, and I'll post that right here. And if anyone else wants to pop on in and take a look, you can. There's not a whole lot on there right now, but feel free to start your own threads. If you want a subforum created, I'm working on an implementation to allow people to do that, kind of. At the very least, to allow mods to do it. But for now, just you should be able to make threads. If you can't, then I'll figure something out. But you should be able to make threads, post whatever you want, and of course read the rules, be respectful. Yeah, and we'll go from there. We can always make stuff. So we have an initializer now, and then this isn't being used yet. So let's do this. But yeah, rule number 1, don't use plus equal on an uninitialized variable. Alright, so checksum is 0. Now we're going to add 4 to it. Okay, so now we're cooking with fire. Does F8 work here? No, it's not F8. What is debug? Step over F10. Alright, so let's do F10. And position is 4, so it's less than 9. We're going to add 30 to it, and now we're going to be 34. So OK is going to be the character. And if we do that, we see now it has a 4 in it. Else, we're not going to do that. And we're going to go back through. So now POS plus 18. Nope, it's 3 because it's not negative 1. And we're going to do a 3. And we're going to keep doing that for a while. Let's go to here and hit run or continue. All right, this output key is going to be set to 432 EGH, which is not what we put in. We put in 321 V, so 432 EGH. Great. Let's hit F10, F10, and now we have a line in code. I think we need F11 to follow into, if I remember correctly. So follow into. And our XOR amount, which is not initialized, but we're about to initialize it with checksum 56 plus 1 mod 22. F10. XOR amount is 13. Great. Standard string temp. Oh, fuck. I see the problem here. Again, we never initialize this variable. So let's do that. And then hit F10. And it's got to recompile. So temp should be empty. Okay, great. All right, so now, oh dang, I hit F10 instead of F11, so now we're all the way down here. While I is less than, which it's definitely less than, so, okay, we're going to hit stop, and we're going to hit run. We want to put a breakpoint in here, just to make sure that I land in there, because I forget to F11. Let's do, and I want to put a number in here, or a letter in here that I know is not in here. Gib. 12 Gib. Because I don't think B is in there. It's not. And I want to see. Alright, so it seemed to have handled it appropriately. So we'll do F11, and XOR amount is going to be 1. What? 60? Oh, right. Okay. Okay, so we've got that. F11. This output key length. Well, it's clearly 6. I is less than, so F11. Int I. size? Why did length not work there, but it worked here? Oh. Right. Wait, I don't see why that wouldn't work. Wait, did this? So we never even go into this for int I equals -5. Straight just ran it instantly? Like, make sure I hit F11, which is step into. Alright, let's hit stop. Int I equals -5. Well, I is less than this output key, which it's not like this. That's, yeah, it's not. And this is length, which is the method. Should not matter about that. Sure it doesn't. Temp. Oh. Wait, didn't we do something similar to that up here? Yeah, it worked just fine. Compiler can work that math out. Alright, so for a second, we're going to set this to 0. We're going to run it for half as many times. And the question is there a reason you chose not to use using names? So I was actually just mentioning, just before you showed up, that I was so happy to see that when you do a new project, new C++ console project, it no longer automatically includes using namespace standard. And I was explaining why I was happy about that, because you don't need to include the whole damn namespace, like the whole standard class. Like I'm using 4 things in it. If you include the whole thing, your file size goes from something manageable like 18, 22 kilobytes to like fucking 1.3 megabytes or some crap like that, and growing. It might not be that bad. It might be like 223 kilobytes, but still, it's like, Jesus. You start including entire like namespaces and then using like 20% of it. It's like, so that's the main reason that I don't just automatically using namespace, because it will just throw and link the whole damn standard class to your file. So we have that. And F11. F11. Now, this seems like it is going to be skipped. Even though we have a breakpoint in here. I really don't want to break this all out. But I guess I will if I have to. Because if I hit F11, it worked! Son of a bitch! What was with the negative value that was killing it? So, alright. Temp alpha at output key at key length plus I 0 mod the length XOR amount 14 mod 22. So we should get something. Alright, we got a 4. And then the next one. Eight, 0, I, V, G. So what about the while I is less than, for whatever reason it did not like my int I equals -5. The length is 6. 6 plus a -5 is 1. This should work just fine, but for whatever reason it did not want to. 1, 2, 3, GIB. Okay, F11, F11. Now what is this? Oh, okay, so F11. Yeah, see, it skips the whole damn thing. Last I checked, -5 is less than 6, right? Like by a lot. The fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Why is it 5? Let's try something here. -4. Maybe it's this. Maybe I'm breaking things. Do I have to, like, explicitly call it signed? Like, is that a thing? I thought by default they were signed and you explicitly gave them unsigned. So I right now is some weird ass big long number. We're assigning it to apparently 4. Okay. Well, let's try this. Int I equals -5. And let's change this to while I is less than I plus plus. See if we get a different outcome now. 1, 2, 3, GIB. Okay, we're here. We have some. Keep hearing things pounding above me, but the last time I went up, there was nobody even there. I is now -5, while I is less than this value here. What the fuck? Alright, let's debug a little bit further here. Let's go x int os len equals, that's not good practice, but whatever. Stop. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck build errors do you have? 1, 2, 3, GIB. Alright, F11, 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 F11. OS length is 6. Alright, while I6 is -5, being less than OS length. Apparently, this did not want to do its thing, and I think that if I just got rid of this and put it in there, it would have been fine. But anyhow, now we should get a 12 character long TMP, or not 12 but 11 because the modulo. There we go. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is 11. And let's say I wanted the correct password to be, what I just typed in, which was, I don't even remember. What was my input key? I should be able to hover, 123 GIB. Now, copy value. Let's hit stop. Now, if I wanted that to be the right key, I'd have to compare with this, right? And now if we put in 123 GIB, I want to remove my breakpoints. And then B is incorrect, but that is not incorrect. Is it? No. Put a breakpoint here, because what? Oh, output key. That's the problem. It is encoded key. That's what happens when you change variable names halfway through. Okay, so now if we run it, and now we're to put in 123 GIB, or actually that B could be any other letter that's not in it, like P. Oh, never mind. Let's see here. 123 GIB. Access granted. All right. Now, we've made a KeygenMe, and I don't want that to be the password. I want it to be give. Excuse me. Like that. So whatever you put in has to go through all that shit and spit out and compare to that. And let's go with I'm terribly sorry. However, code key is incorrect. And I think I'll leave the that's all, folks. Leave the debugging stuff in for now. Let's see, where did I even save this? I have no clue. Let's see here. Can I open containing folder? What do you know? Debug. Jesus, 100 kilobytes. Now, just for the sake of demonstration, let's do using namespace STDs, because we like them STDs. Is it going to be smart and not complain that I have those in there? Because if I have to go through and erase all those, I really don't want to, and I just won't do this. Build solution. Debug. It didn't change. Rebuild solution. It still didn't change. That's pretty interesting. Using namespace standard doesn't do it anymore. Well, that's good to know. It doesn't matter if you do it or not. So we could have just left that in and gotten rid of this and this and this and pretty much any of these. Control R, no, Control F, Control F. Replace. All right, so now we've got no no more STDs. We just have, well, we just have the one STD. And really, the primary reason for not doing that before is that it blew up that file so intense, but looks like it might only be, well, let's think of it this way. If you use one standard function, it's probably going to link the entire library. It's not going to just create some, I mean, it would be really cool if it like grabbed those that you used, put them in like its own like table, and then like the global offset table, and then it could link to it dynamically, so it didn't have to store. Maybe it does that. We'll find out. Anyways, key too long. I'm terribly sorry. However, blah is incorrect. Now, if we key too long, we don't want to do the rest of it. So this needs to encompass all of this. Good Lord, that weird ass spacing. And now we can be like, all right, if the key is too long, we're going to pause and exit. Build, clean solution. Build, rebuild. Bob the Builder. Incremental linker file. That's pretty cool. And then we have this PDB, which is going to be like your debugging stuff. Binary Ninja. Oh, Ninja. Start. I must be super engaging. It's 4 whole people watching, and the average watch time is 7 minutes. And we've been at this for almost 2 hours, so that's really good. 7 out of 120. Let's see here. My engagement rate, gotta go scientific here. 7 out of, well, we'll call it 8 because it's 750. So we'll call it 8 just to be nice. All right, 6%. I'm 6% engaging. Let's make this a little bigger, make these a little bigger, make that a little smaller, make this a little bigger. And then can we run an Alice module? No, let's go. Is there a way to import a, there is in IDA, I know there is in G-Hydra. But I wanted to use a little bit more of this because I haven't in a long time. Ever. Just heard of it the other day. I was like, oh, I will try that. Jump, jump, return to jump. What? Oh, buddy. Do we have like a main? Oh, buddy. System, Sterling, Malik, exit. C exit. Well, we know what's above C exit usually, but I doubt it here. Let's see. Do we not have a main, or am I just blind? Is debugger present? What? I never even called that. All right, well, we'll look into that as we move on, but for now, let's go X32 DBG. DBG, yep. Dang, bang, bong, damn kids on dang, boom, dang, dog. What the fuck? Whoa! Talk about a table of offsets. That is a thing right there. Christ, that's pretty cool, actually. Like, main CRT startup. Click. Oh, security cookie. Oh, stack cookies are so fun. Anyways, okay, we set up a frame. We do that. We have a call and a call and a call. Security cookie. And, oh, there we go. Security cookie. Alright, let's see. Whoa. Whoa. So first thing I want to try to do is literally go to, I want to look for current module, intermodular calls. What the fuck? Oh, buddy. So that's an encoding. Microsoft Visual Code. Fuck me, I guess. This is a funny way of saying like a lot of information about like what it takes. There is a way to convert this. I forget what it is, and there's even a website that does it, but we'll look into that in a minute. Actually, we could probably just Google that, and it will find it. Notepad. Yeah, let's just straight up go Google that. Lesson 11 6A. That's cool. Anyways, no, I want. What is this called again? Convert. I will look into that again and figure it out, and then I will fill you guys in later. But basically, it's like you have the library, the function name, the types of what it takes, like for parameters, whatnot. Clean. Interesting. But yeah, I'll figure out what it's called again, and I will tell you guys all about it eventually. But for now, I wanted to go to C exit if there is a C exit. I don't see a C exit. I don't see much of anything because it's all in here. Here's a C out. Whoops. Okay, C out, C out. So this likely is our code. Let's see here. Check for debugger, just my code. What the fuck? Interesting. How the times are changing. Oh, key void. See out. And then what is this? Oh, it's a stream, and then C in, and then we call some shit. Stream, okay, C out, so compare EAX6, right? Okay, this is our length. Jump if below or equal, otherwise it would do this, and then jump to the exit. So it is below or equal, so we're going to load in ECX, and then we're going to call that and that. Oh, look, this call is key gen output key void. This is encode output key. This is operator equal equal. And then we have our jump if equal. So if we put a breakpoint there, we'll see it. And then this is going to be our C out for the bad message Yeah, and then we'll jump to the exit, and then this would be the see out for the good message. I don't know what's more annoying, seeing all the debugging info or not, because if I go do a release, we wouldn't see all this and it would look a lot different. But yeah, so right here's where most of our magic happens. Here's where the rest of our magic happens, because this is the gen output key, and then this is the encode output key, and then this is the comparing those. So if we hit run, enter a key to gain the access, please. 123 GIB. We know that that's not actually the key anymore. So now we're going to do a gen output key. If we hit F7, we see this call over to gen output key, so F7. Here's the location of it. So it did link those into a like offset table, and you'll see that this has some protection against some stack smashing. You'll see that we're going to put a security cookie on there, and then we're going to do some clearing of some junk. We still haven't even gotten to the code that I wrote, which is going to be... Is it actually going to be? No. Check for debugger, just my code. Interesting. So push that ECX now. Basic string, okay. And then move to your pointer EBP -4, 0, and a 0. Then we're going to jump over to here. We're going to enter our loop now. Move ECX to the D-word pointer at blah, 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 blah. So follow and dump, and value this, and follow D-word and current dump. Nope, yeah, so let's see what we get here. Follow and dump address. We realistically want to go follow EBP -18, follow D-word and dump. Okay, we were in the right place. Anyways, let's see what it does. It's gonna put something into ECX, and it did, and it's that. And then add ECX 1C. So what is 1C? Anybody off the top of your heads? It's like 12 or 13. Or it's 28. I guess C would be 12, not 1C. Yeah, anyway, so 28. Not sure yet what that's used for. Alright, so now this is the stringageness. So that was get string length. Compare D-word, EBP. Follow and dump. We're at 0. CAX. So yes, this returned it. Can we label this? And this is gonna be Sterlen. All right, let's try that. Jump above or equal, which would be out. We're not going to jump out. Push 0, move EAX, some value of 0, which we already had. This, let's label this. Can we label? No, we want to label. Oh, damn it. Can we get away with it? Let's try. Does this work? Counter. No, that doesn't work. Label. I want to label this value. That would be too easy. Anyhow, because then it's going to push that, move ECX, what's stored at that address, add ECX1C again, and then do some calling. So, follow and dump. We see that we have that, and then our input 123 GIB. Now, what are these little doodads here? I mean, it's not exactly like this won't give us anything. Oh, it gives us a 4. What do you know? All right, so let's go back and this is going to, let's call basic string char trades. Let's hit F8. All right, so that is just loading our string into EAX. Move into CL, the first byte of that. All right, there you go. Move all of it, or move just CL into all of EDX. So now we've moved it up. Push EDX. All right, we're putting it on the old stack. And then move ECX. That location there. Follow and dump. And then we have a call here. Now, what do we think that this call might do? We're not too certain, but I'm sure we could read it. Son of a character straight, standard allocator, car find. All right, so we're going to do a find. All that. And I tell you, sometimes this is even easier when we don't have all the debugging information, because I'm definitely not used to seeing it. So anyhow, we're going to hit F8. And we found our, what was it, 1? In the, yes, it was a 1 in the 0, 1 tooth position, which we see is returned in EAX. Now we're going to move into this address here, EBP minus 48. This one might be worth following. R2. And we're going to compare that value with FFF. And we're going to jump if it's not equal, which it's not. Now we're going to move into EAX, the EVP minus 18, ECX. All right, so this is all pretty standard. This is our loop that's getting our stuff in it. And basically, I am going to leave this to you guys to write a keygen for this. And as you can see, the code is real bad. It's not that long. Really what makes it weird is that some of it's on multiple different lines, some of it's on all one line, and there's classes involved. Oh, well, there's a class involved. And really, let's make this one more harder. Let's go like this. Let's go key mine yours. Let's go yours dot output key equals this. Except we want it not be output key. We want it to be the encoded key. And we're not going to do any accessing on it, but that way, mine.encoded key equals yours.encoded key. Let's close this. Great. And I'm going to do a release build. Build solution. Open containing folder. I should have it open already. Yeah. Release. 19 kilobytes. Woo! Happy days. And should I give you the PDBs or not? I think not. I think maybe. No, because then you can just go to straight to source. Pretty much. So we'll go here, release KeygenMe 1, and you'll notice that things look a lot differenter. Differenter is a word. Search for current module, and let's go to string references. All right. You'll see this, you'll see this, you'll see these. The first thing is enter a key to gain access. Now you'll see that came from here, and then we have this called KeygenMe key operator security cookie, and then this is gen output key, encode key. You notice that it doesn't just, like, now that it's a release, it doesn't give us those giant ass fucking table where you have to read it. Yeah, like, we still have the debug information here, and let's go like this. Now you'll see it's struggling with this a little because there's, like, it sees that there's a function here, but it doesn't see all of it for some reason. Analysis, analyze, single function there. And let's go decompile function. And you can see now that if it wrote it, so if v12 is less than or equal to 6, then we do this. Else we do this, where we are going to output something. Go to address 11, which is here, which is not that. So you see that it's got the strings a little wrong here. But yeah, I can see how this would be helpful, because you can at least see, oh, the value is less than 6. It does this, and then it does this, and then, yeah, I mean, not super duper helpful, but it may be a little helpful. I like that you can actually see these over here when you can see them. Anyways, let's go back over here. Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. You can go to the gen output key, and then now we'll see, maybe because it's off the screen. I think that's just literally getting, yeah, just getting a string space. This is doable. Yeah, add 30, compare 9, add 30. Otherwise, we come down here, we add 37, jump from above, and you know, I bet the graph view would actually be helpful here. Except, can you zoom out the graph view? God. The only thing I don't like about the graph view in this is if there's a way to zoom it out, I don't know what it is. Scrolling is up and down, left and right. Control doesn't do anything. Control Shift doesn't do anything. Control Alt Shift doesn't do anything. Yeah. Well, now that we've all had seizures, I wish that we could make this option appear reference. Option. References. Assembly. Yeah, I don't know how to make it smaller. Space doesn't do it. Anyhow, where are we even at? I could see how this would be if I could zoom out a bit and see more than just like this tiny little space. I could see how this would be a little nice. That being said, let's go back to Binary Ninja with this smaller one and this address. Copy address. Binary Ninja. Start. Alright, let's go release. Alright. We'll let this do its thing. It did its thing. And we're in start. Now we want to go to actually, is there just a way to anyways, let's look at this. I know that there is a way. View and linear assembly. I feel like we might need the paid version. Because right now I can't even figure out how to like go to find. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to say that as it stands, I don't know enough about this to make it useful. I've seen a few people using it, but I want to say that the paid version must be a bit different because I've seen them do things that were much different than this. Let's put this back into just simply graph and call. All right. So, I mean, I suppose that we could see this, we can at least zoom out. Exit, call back. That's kind of nifty. You can hover and then still browse through it. Alright, where was that one at? Oh boy. Somewhere at 1BF-ish. Following through this is definitely different. One, it's laid out different. Two, I've never used this tool. Three, it's past my bedtime. So I think what we're gonna do is exactly what I said in the very beginning that we were gonna do. We're gonna write a KeygenMe file, which we've done. Got it right here. Now, do we include the debugging? And the symbols are there. Anyways, it hasn't been stripped, so we'll leave it. So we're gonna grab that. We're gonna toss it in to, oops, that. Maybe not, because it's downloads 2, I think. There we go. I'm gonna put it into there. I'm gonna bring it out over here. GA forum. Yes, we are going to do a new folder, which no, we can't. Yes, we can. We can't. We can. We can't. We can. We can't. Maybe we can. I'll look into that, but for now, we're gonna move it over on to the primary server. And then you guys can have at creating a keygen for this KeygenMe. And we'll give you some time. Most of you won't need that much time. Maybe a week, maybe 2. And I had planned originally some fun little things to do after this stream, but since we spent like 2 hours trying to scrape off the rust of just some very basic C++ concepts, and then it, like maybe 20 minutes, half hour of actually writing code, and then the last like 45 minutes of just wasting time practically getting nothing done. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little tired. So I think that this 3-hour stream, well, 2.5, is going to be the end of it for us. Let me get this uploaded. We'll make the post. You guys can talk amongst yourselves on it. And KeygenMe 1, I found it. Oh, I found it. Put that there. And just for good measure, let's do this. Send virus total. Let's see what it thinks. And then, ooh, oh, you'll touch my tra-la-la. KeygenMe challenge. KeygenMe number 1. Video. And that's going to be copy URL. Here. Description. That's going to be somewhere in here. Not there. Oh, okay. Ugly code. There we go. There and there and I will link to this and download. That's going to be KeyMe. https://give.academy/ file name was KeygenMe1.exe. There we go. And then on here, I will edit the description, which I can do here. I think without causing too many big problems, yes. And I can more info at https://forum.give.academy, and let's do submit, and I should be able to how do I get the links to this that aren't, there's supposed to be a way to do a nice link, but I've forgotten how. Well, I know that the RSS will work, but I think what we'll do for now is, wait, what happens if we just don't have the end file? Oh, that's cool. What we'll do for now is pop over to my bit.ly. I think is over here. bit.ly. Let me log in. There we go. Create. Copy. https://forum.give.academy post there. So we will do that. Save. Okay, so we now have a KeygenMe challenge number 1. Here's the video that we're literally streaming right now. Streamception. Anyways, today we'll make a pretty basic KeygenMe challenge program in some very poorly written C++. It's been ages, and most of it will likely be some very ugly code and some reading up on C++. We didn't get into virtual today, but we will. Virtual functions. Basically, yes, we will. I'm going to refresh with stuff and then bring it in, and we'll go over that, and then we will challenge something else to struggle on for a little while. Let's see the virus scan. Oh, it's still in queue. But anywho, feel free to pop in. You can write replies. Your replies can be questions like I'm stuck at. But when you do that, like if you have a question, please like give me like what you've tried or some output or where you're stuck, or all of the above. Don't just be like, Ken has help plucks. Like, don't be like, will you reverse blah, blah, blah? Like, no, this is about the KeygenMe number 1. So make it about that. Make it about fun. Make it about learning. Never stop learning. Always keep it skunky. And, yeah. From there, I expect great things to come from this. So we will be able to hear shortly soon in the future, week, maybe 2. We might stagger these because keygens take a little bit longer. Now, your goal is to make a keygen. I know that I talked about Stack Overflows and like return-oriented programming, but I feel like here's the layout. We did 3 basic crack-me's. I feel like a lot of people learned a lot from those. They watched writing them. They watched reversing them. They really engaged with throwing out their own solutions, and a lot of people learned a lot from that. So now I want to do at least 3 KeygenMe challenges. This one might be a little more advanced than where we should start out as number 1. Like maybe it should have just been like a basic sort of but I know that if you can get through this one you can get through other ones, because basically as I was writing this I knew that it was going to be hard to read in assembly. I knew that unless you looked at it for a long time you'd have to go here and then here and then here and then here. So like while I was writing it, outside of just writing bad code because I'm like really rusty and I almost never write C++. Like I'll read it or modify it or implement things from like a source base that already exists and add to that I can do. But starting from scratch, I haven't done that in ages. So I'm like, okay, trying to recall any of it. And I knew that certain things would look certain ways in assembly. Like that, I'm not going to say I knew exactly what it would look like, but I knew that doing this in assembly is going to look like garbage. So most of it is how dedicated are you? And I want to see some really clever keygens for this. One, I don't even know if it's possible. I mean, I don't know whether there exists a string that we start on character 2, go to the end, come back around and go through that we can put in that will give us what I expect, because I didn't even test that. So if it can be done, you guys are the people to find it. And we'll try on when we do come back, we'll try to go over it. Any submissions or write-ups, we'll go over it. Please do submit them right here on the forum with a reply, along with questions and submissions. Go ahead and put those here, and we will definitely go over it soon. And by soon, I say a week, maybe 2. Hello, friend, Cat5. What's up? Your videos are really cool. Keep going. Well, thank you. But yes, so here's the information. Here's where you can get that first one. You can watch today's video. You can get this. Let's test. Yes, it does work. And you can run it. And you will probably get this because you downloaded an executable. Little known fact, or a lot of people know it. Damn it. Let's just exit this. Anytime you download an executable from the internet, or anywhere that's not yours, this file came from another computer and might be blocked to help protect this computer. So that's why you'll see this. And more info run anyways is the same as going in, properties, unblock, apply. See. Gain access, blah. I'm terribly sorry, however, 3 is not correct. I should have converted those all to uppercase. I didn't, now that I think about it. But, yeah, you'll see that we get a different string now. Obviously, B is not in it, so B is 3s. Can definitely use that to your advantage. Let's see here. I know that give a C is in there. However, you can only put in 6 characters, and it has to match a 11 character. And you see that not even close. So we got to have some numbers in there. Like I said, I don't even know if it can be done. Realistically, if I was writing this, I would probably just pick a random input of 3, like 7012 GA, and then I would grab this and I would make it compare to that, and I just wouldn't tell anybody that. And then this is what you would be solving for, or any other combination that outputs this, because I'm sure that there's probably more than one. With the way that the XOR works with the modulo based off of the sum, there's some wiggle room there. And you can manipulate it because any character that's not in it will always return that specific value. So yes, there's ways to do that. Is this done? Woo, look at that. We're not a virus. Nothing thought we were a virus. But other than that, thank you all for watching, being part of the GA Collective or Give Academy Collective or whatever you want to call it. Check out the details for Discord. Join the forum. The forum is brand new. Of course, that's going to grow over time and will only get better. Realistically, it's a step in the right direction for the website. I don't even have a link to the forum on the website yet. So if you go here, obviously there's still nothing. It's garbage. But this is probably going to become like the main page, and I'm just going to forward my domain over to it. We'll see, but I think that's the way that we're going to be going. And I'm going to be working on some themes for this and some modifications and changes to the forum. Basically, it's a base that we started with. It's by No Nonsense Forum, which is pretty cool because it's like everything is RSS feed. Love that because you can like open RSS feeds on anything. You can still go through, and if you put the post in, you can delete it. If you're a mod, you'll see down here at the bottom, FGLG, Cat5, and Radical Raccoon are all mods. And yeah, of course, over time, probably the entire GA collective, like Discord mods, will be the same mods on here. Just haven't added them all yet because as soon as I add them, we got to make sure that we get them their access and everything. Anywho, that being said, keep learning. You guys have a great night. I look forward to seeing your discussions and your submissions so that we can go over those and see what we can accomplish in the coming weeks. We will look into this together, and if you want to wait for that, you can. I might do another Friday stream. I probably will, because this one is obviously, I mean, there's not a whole lot of content here. It's, hey, we made a keygen with some bad code, or a KeygenMe keygen challenge with some bad code. Here, go have at it. And that's kind of what this was about, or should have been about. And it kind of became a little bit more than that, but we're done now. And we will probably on Friday not go over that, but kind of more fun stuff. For example, like the Protostar challenges. We'll probably go over those on Friday. And we'll go back to any submissions on that simulated stack overflow that I wrote last week or week before. And beyond that, you guys have a great rest of your night. I will get the VM back up soon to where we can log into it and people can share it. There's just a few things that I have to complete before I can get everyone back in here through AnyDesk. So for that, I do apologize. But other than that, if you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead. If you feel like subscribing, subscribe. If this video didn't do it for you, I encourage you to check out some of the other ones. My previous videos that kind of go over things a little bit better or more fun. And of course, I always run out of ideas. So if you guys have any ideas for upcoming videos, please let me know. And I don't just mean like, here's a program I need cracked, will you crack it? That's not a video idea. I can't really do that, especially not anymore. YouTube kind of cracking down on that sort of thing. So if we make it, or it's a pre-existing challenge, or if you want to learn something, even if I don't know it, I'll go along with you and try and learn it. Right now, we've got a little bit lined up, but I'm always looking for new ideas. So thanks again. I'll see you guys next time.